Hey guys, welcome back and thanks for watching. Let me tell you how to grow a microclover lawn. And if this is your first time here, make sure that you hit that subscribe button so I can see you here next time. And give this video a thumbs up if you like it. Microclover is a great lawn solution. It has many benefits. The best benefit, in my opinion, is that it is very drought tolerant. It requires much less water than grass to stay green. And in the summertime, when we're trying to keep things green and we don't want to use a lot of water, sometimes things can stop being green, which is fine because microclover can catch up really quickly. Number two, microclover is about 1/3 the size of regular clover. If you keep it cut low to the ground, it will stay small. Another thing, microclover is a nitrogen fixer. It is a legume. It pulls nitrogen from the air and keeps it in the soil. That keeps the microclover green and it keeps your grass green if you choose to interplant it with grass. Clover traditionally has flowers, which pollinators love, but if you don't want a lot of flowers, microclover has less of those, and if you keep it cut low, it will likely have no flowers. It is also more burn resistant than grass as far as pets are concerned. We seeded our lawn about 2 months ago exclusively with microclover. And West Coast Seeds has a great ground cover selection, so we purchased our microclover seeds from them, and we also followed their directions for seeding. So if you wanted to do a lawn with just microclover, the first thing you want to do is remove your existing lawn. We had a drainage issue, so our lawn was already kind of torn up. Most of it was gone, and we pulled up as much of the other grass as we could. The second thing is to apply a topsoil. We put sand down first. Again, there were some drainage issues. And when you apply your topsoil, apply a minimum of 1 inch. We applied about 2 to 3 inches of topsoil. We used West Coast Seeds recommended guidelines for how much to sow. We have about 1,500 square feet of our front lawn and we used about 750 grams. I would recommend maybe even using more if you wanted it very dense in the first year. Use a roller to ensure that there is good contact between the seeds and the ground. This helps them stay moist during the germination period. Number 5 is to make sure that they stay moist during the germination period. Which brings me to, when is a great time to sow these seeds? Well, we sowed ours at the beginning of April, so just after our last frost date, really. And it's recommended that you sow them 2 weeks before your last frost date up until 4 weeks before your first frost date. If you're trying to keep it well hydrated in the summer, this can be an issue, so closer to those times is best. And you want to make sure that you water regularly during the germination process, which was handy for us because it rained for 2 weeks. However, we did have to overseed some areas, which was more of a challenge to keep damp as the weather was warming up. And as they become established, water less and less so the roots can get nice and deep. And number 6, make sure that you let it establish for at least a month before anybody walks on it. And the 7th thing is to mow it. You want to keep it low to the ground. This helps the leaves stay nice and tiny, and it also helps with spreading and creating a nice thick carpet. Now, if you're wanting to overseed your grass, make sure that you cut your grass, that you aerate it, and then make sure you overseed it. Make sure that you keep it moist as I recommended. Overseeding it has some benefits. Of course, it is a nitrogen fixer, so it helps the grass stay green. However, there can be different greens between the microclover and the grass. You may not mind that. That might be your preference. The other thing is they will grow at different rates. So unless you keep it very low, you can have kind of a patchy looking grass, but again, just keep it mowed. When we sowed ours, we made sure to use a broadcast spreader. This was great. We used the lowest setting. These are teeny tiny seeds. You walk north-south, back and forth across your yard, and then east-west, back and forth across your yard, over and over and over again. And make sure you get the edge as well. When you're buying your seed, ensure you get 10 to 20% more because you will end up having to fill in and overseed different areas as the season progresses, and try to keep those damp if you can, otherwise just wait until the fall. Comment below and let me know what kind of lawn cover you have. If it's different than grass, I'd love to know. Also, let me know any questions you have. I'd love to hear from you. Happy gardening.